A Brit and an American swap countries to try each other's Domino's. This is Food Wars.
We're going to start by comparing a menu item you can find in both the US and the UK to see if there are subtle differences. This is a US large cheese pizza.
This is their largest size. Feels like it's a little bit bigger than our medium.
In terms of visual impressions, it looks pretty similar to a cheese pizza that I'd find in the UK. This is the large, not the extra large, and honestly, it looks pretty much like the size that I would expect from a large pizza in the UK. Otherwise, it looks pretty similar in terms of the crust. Obviously, a lot of cheese on there. You get these little like spots where the cheese kind of caramelizes on top. Yeah, pretty much like what I'm used to in the UK.
Seems pretty close, actually. I can definitely tell that this is mozzarella cheese and not whatever weird pizza cheese we have in the US. So, yeah, this is like, it's like a cleaner taste. I like this. This is good.
Give it a try. I haven't had a Domino's in ages. It's also looking like there's a pretty high cheese to sauce ratio on that. I feel like if you look at the kind of cross section, it's a lot of cheese and not a ton of sauce. That's really not that bad. I have had some New York slices while I've been here, and it's kind of comparable to one of those. I feel like I might offend some New Yorkers by saying that. There's a lot of like tuts happening around the room right now. What I mean by that is, I think like in terms of the way that the cheese and the sauce blends together, there's like less of a distinction between the cheese and the sauce. It kind of just all forms one mass, and in that regard, I feel like it's similar to a New York slice. There are some differences though. The crust on this is like way less crispy than I have come to associate with a New York slice. There's also maybe not quite as much flavor as some of the slices that I've tried.
Here's all the UK Domino's menu items I can't get in the US.
And here are all the Domino's menu items from the US which you can't find in the UK.
You guys have exclusive dough options. I don't know about this one, guys. The double decadent? You got like a double layer crust with like a garlicky cheese in the middle there. Here in the UK, a garlic and herb stuffed crust pizza. This one also looks terrible. Thin and crispy crust. This has to be half price or you're getting ripped off. What is this crust?
Italian style.
What's Italian style? Yeah, it's like not as thin, but it's still thinner. So man, you guys really get specific with the thickness of your crust. Really want to dial that in, huh? Yeah, this I'd be like, in America, this would be the thin crust. This would be like, yeah, I got the thin one, right? And then this would be like, people just rioting.
Domino's in the US has crust options, which we don't have in the UK. We'll start with this one, which is the pan crust. I mean, it looks pretty good. It is obviously much thicker than the standard hand tossed slice was. You do get that kind of like pan crust bottom there as well. I like that you get more sauce and more distinct areas of sauce on this than the standard slice. I think often for me, like the sauce is kind of the star of the show, especially when it's a fast food pizza and the cheese generally doesn't have that much flavor to it. I will say I was expecting it to be crispier on the bottom. When you see the kind of like the cook marks on the bottom, I was expecting that to be a nice solid crust, but it is kind of squidgy. Not too bad. Let me try a little bit of crust. Slightly crispier on the edge. Next up, we've got the Brooklyn crust. Now, I've already made comparisons to New York slices, which have drawn some criticism from the room, but this is supposed to mimic a New York slice. As I now know from a New York slice, generally you're talking low moisture mozzarella, the sauce, and that kind of mixture of like crispy but a little bit floppy on the crust, which kind of this is doing, to be honest. So it sort of looks like a New York slice, but does it taste like one? No, no it doesn't. I'm sorry to the great state of New York for what Domino's has done to your pizzas. And then finally, Domino's in the US does a gluten-free base. I don't know what they've done to this gluten-free base. They've cut it so weirdly. Can you see the cross sections on this? I think maybe they were trying to do it into squares, but have just completely messed up the angles. So now you get these like weird kind of diamond-shaped slice in the middle, some like tiny triangle ones on the sides. I don't know.
Oh man, right?
Oh man. No. That's bad. What have they done there? Yeah, that's a miss. I feel like if I were gluten-free, I think I might just skip Domino's.
All right, let's go through these pizzas. Veggie volcano, veggies, and Jalapenos making it volcano-y. Ah. Let's go. Spice it up. Yep. Oh, good. Off to a good start. The next veggie, the veg aroma. This one has like a lot of seasoning on it. No. Here we got this just says spicy, hot and spicy. Not that spicy. I mean, I'm seeing the jalapenos in here. That other one, the volcano one, was spicier. Tandoori hot. Okay, I am excited for this. I'm for real. There's no tandoori chicken pizza in the US. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Compared to other tandoori chicken, this probably is like not even remotely good. But on the pizza, yeah, that's a nice flavor profile combination they got there. Yeah, good on them for that one. Good job.
So here are all the Domino's pre-made pizzas I can get in the US, which you can't find in the UK. On like a sort of visual level, these look a lot busier than I would expect a pizza in the UK to look. Like, these things are topped. So we'll start with this one, which is the Philly cheesesteak pizza. Philly cheesesteak, an iconic American food. I've never really had a proper American Philly cheesesteak before. This is my introduction to them, which I'm sure the people of Philly will be thrilled to hear. It's very creamy, and I think the texture of the American cheese is a bit like claggy in the mouth. I don't love the peppers. I feel like the peppers are kind of overpowering it a lot. They've been really generous with the peppers and not super generous with the steak. I feel like if you flipped the ratio of those toppings, this would be okay. Next up, we have the Wisconsin 6 cheese. Okay, so this is a very cheesy pizza. I'm told Wisconsin is known for its dairy, and I suppose its cheese production. They've actually been quite generous with the sauce under the cheese, which I like because you need it to like cut through all of that dairy.
Okay, the R Veggie Supreme. Oh no! Corn on pizza, no! Oh God, I can really taste the corn. Meatalicious. Guys, come on. Oh no! I'm realizing something. I do not have a taste for UK sausage. Whatever we've been getting for these shoots. I think because your guys is pork and beef, or like the way you're spicing it, there's something about it. I get it why you guys would like it, and you grew up eating it. We'll get hairy sausage when it comes to US, and you'll see what I mean. Maybe it's a different type of sausage, and we just name it something different, but this sausage you guys have is weird. Oh yeah. Texas, I see the barbecue. Besides that, why else is this Texas? I see chicken. I see a few sparse slices of bacon or ham. Yeah, all this stuff is in Texas. This does not represent the state of Texas in any way.
Next up, we have the extravaganza. This one, I think, is probably the most chaotic in terms of toppings. What have we even got on here? I'm seeing ham, pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, peppers, onions, and black olives. And I feel like I still might have missed some things. I feel like I'm being overloaded right now. You think you've kind of like identified what the flavor of it is, and then you bite down on something else. And then suddenly you're tasting something completely different. Next up is the Memphis barbecue pizza. Now this one has the barbecue sauce base. I believe it does have provolone as well as mozzarella on it, which might explain some of the extra cheesiness. And then you have some onions and the grilled chicken. Woo! I know it is a sweet barbecue sauce technically, and they are not kidding when they say that, because this is a very, very sweet barbecue sauce. And I think that does kind of overpower anything else that's going on.
TC Mighty Meat. Okay, oh yeah, this guy again. This has to be half price or you're getting ripped off. This thing. So cheeseburger pizza. The cheeseburger US pizza I did really like. What, is burger sauces on here? Yeah, I like this. Good. I'm eating them on the pickles. Ladies and gentlemen, the absolute banger. What is absolutely banging about this? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Just bringing it all to the front, guys. One bite. I don't know if it's really banger.
Next up, we have the deluxe pizza. This looks like a slightly less chaotic version of the extravaganza. There's still like a lot of toppings on here, but not quite so many. It's not like piled high like the extravaganza was. See if it tastes any less chaotic than its slightly more packed out cousin. What I'm realizing is I don't really like peppers on pizza. I feel like it's quite a strong flavor. And when you get a fast food pizza specifically, where most of the toppings and the cheese and the sauce don't really offer that much in terms of taste, I feel like you have to be quite careful with your flavor balance, and peppers are kind of throwing that off for me. Next up, we have the Cali Chicken Bacon Ranch. So this one has chicken, bacon, diced tomatoes. I believe our old friend provolone is back again. And of course, there is ranch on this pizza. You can see the ranch. So it's basically the ranch in lieu of tomato sauce on the bottom. I still think I just prefer tomato sauce on a pizza. I don't think I will be swapping out my pizza sauce for ranch anytime soon at home.
Good Lord, guys, no. I'm gonna try meatball. Could someone intelligent in the comments explain the difference between US sausage and meatballs and UK sausage and meatballs? It's notably different. The Meteor? Too much. Too much. Veggie Sizzler? Spicy. Sizzling. Now this is weird to say this, but is it unfair or cheating to market something as being really sizzling and spicy if all you're doing is dumping jalapenos on it? Right? I don't think they did anything to it's not like a spicy sauce. They didn't add any other spices to it, from what I can tell. It's just loaded with jalapenos, which is well, right, but a little more effort than that, guys. New Yorker, what? I feel like I've seen this before. No, in the past 5 minutes.
In the past 5 minutes.
Next up is the spinach feta pizza. I think I'll stick to my spanakopita instead of my spinach and feta pizza. This is the buffalo chicken pizza. We have chicken, onions, and quite a lot of buffalo sauce. That's barely even a pizza. I don't know if you can call that a pizza.
Oh no, it's the breakfast bricky. Or the brekkie? Oh, look what it did to the box. God. What is on? Okay, I'm saying mushrooms, the sausage, ham, tomatoes, and HP sauce. I think people would get this as a novelty and then realize that the joke's on them when it shows up. Here we go with the vegan margarita. They were generous with that, with the herbs, whatever, the extra herbs. They're generous with that, which is code for this has no taste. Tuna Supreme. Oh God, it looks like cat food. Tuna on pizza is horrifying. I see no Venn diagram of enjoyment of those two flavors. Two completely separate circles. I feel like every alley cat's gonna try and break in here through the window. Oh. Oh, you people are insane. This whole island, maniacs. Oh, I gotta eat anything else. The taste in my mouth. What's the next one? I don't even care what it is. Chicken feast. Oh, with the corn! That's good. Anything else? Just. Oh, yeah. If you want to sell more chicken feast pizzas, just give away free tuna pizzas. And then people are like, I got the taste in my mouth. It's it'll cost you. You got it right here. Yeah, you move a lot of chicken feasts.
Next up, we have the Pacific Veggie Pizza. Not sure what makes this Pacific. Are these veggies exclusive to the Pacific? Because as far as I can tell, it's mushroom, onion, olive, tomato, spinach? It's okay. Having eaten several pizzas in a row that contain meat in some form or other, I was quite looking forward to a veggie one, hoping it would be a bit lighter, but it kind of isn't. And then finally, the last specialty pizza on the Domino's US menu is the Meatza. Having just gone from a veggie-only pizza, now I'm going to a meat-only pizza. This one has bacon, ham, pepperoni, and sausage. There's something about American meat, but I think it's just generally a lot saltier than what we're used to in the UK. As I was chewing that, I could just feel my mouth drying out. I think generally my takeaway from this section is you guys need to just calm down slightly because this is too much.
All right. We got here reduced fat cheese which I've been told is on the UK, or the UK only pizza. Oh, you. Okay, I don't know what to show you. I mean, it looks like cheese. And then vegan cheese, this is gonna be, but it comes with its own garlic and herb dip, vegan. Let's see what the vegans got going on. It tastes sour. Sauce options you only get in the UK, starting over here, just a straight barbecue sauce. We have honey barbecue, they have regular barbecue. And then over here, this monstrosity has sun-dried tomatoes and garlic sauce. They have 4 exclusive meat toppings here in the UK. Hot dog slices, unreal. Chorizo sausage, sounds nice. Pork meatballs, Tandoori chicken, yeah, that sounds real good. They also have 2 meatless meat options, vegan soya strips and vegan soya and wheat pepperoni. I think we saw that earlier. They have 7 non-meat topping options. Sweet corn, Domino's herbs, burger sauce, gherkins, Heinz ketchup, HP sauce, and garlic spread. Here it is, the UK only. It looks like an alien community opened a pizza place. And they were like, here's that pizza you like this is all things humans like, and on together like this, like the completely fundamental misunderstanding of how food works. Whoa, whoop. That was really bad.
Now, beyond the pre-made specialty pizzas, they have some individual toppings and customization options in the US, which we can't find in the UK. So Joe has kindly taken a bunch of the exclusive US toppings and added them to one pizza to create a US only. I don't even know what he's put on here. The crust looks weird. I think he's gone thin crust. Banana peppers, spinach is back on there. This looks like a meat of some kind, but I can't tell you which one. Is that like beef? The steak from the Philly cheesesteak. The base sauce has been swapped out for ranch, of course, and the extra of that and light cheese. I mean, this thing looks like a bit of a disaster. Look how thin that is. What have you done, man? Oh, that's bad.
Domino's UK also has its own sides that I haven't had ever, so why not try them now? Starting over here. Potato wedges, oh, yeah, fries, whatever. Nope, not bad. Chicken strippers, stripping it up. Just okay, I mean, pizza's usually amazing, so I don't know why you get chicken strips or fries at a pizza place. Oh, the nachos, no! Oh no, UK, what have you done? If you want to be a millionaire, open a decent Mexican restaurant in London. You're gonna try very hard, just above horrible, 2 or 3 steps. The line will be out the door. Oh my God, my soul hurts. So terrible.
Then on to some exclusive US side options we can't find in the UK. Firstly, we have tater tots. Now, if I'm correct, these are basically balls of like mashed potato, which are then fried. They can then be topped with a range of things. The ones we've got here are Philly cheesesteak tots. Not bad. There could be like slightly more flavor going on. Then we have 2 stuffed cheesy bread options. As the name suggests, these are big pieces of bread topped with lots of cheese and a filling of your choice. Here we have a spinach and feta cheesy bread. And then I believe this one is bacon jalapeno cheesy bread. Then we have 2 twist options. Here we have some garlic bread twists and Parmesan bread twists. Now you don't eat the twists on their own because they come with dips. So this is a cheesy marinara dip. It's basically just a bowl of their marinara sauce with lots of melted cheese on top. I kind of see the appeal of dipping these in marinara sauce. I don't know if it needs the cheese. That's such overkill. I would enjoy that way more if it was just marinara sauce. In addition to the cheesy marinara sauce option, there's also a 5 cheese dip. That's just pure oil.
Vegan nuggets. Ooh, I don't like this. No. Twisted dough balls. I bet that was better when it was hot. Again, why are you getting this instead of pizza? Because it's the elements of pizza. These are the chicken kickers. I'm preparing for that kick. And I don't think it's coming. To be honest, this slaw looks a little rough, but you can get a real big tub of coleslaw.
We're still talking about sides, but now we're on to chicken. Domino's in the US has some wing options, which we can't find in the UK. We'll start with these ones here, which are garlic parmesan wings. They have not skimped on the garlic parm sauce, although I will say these are tiny wings. What chicken has this come off? This is the world's smallest chicken. Maybe one of the worst wings I've ever had. The sauce is like a weird gloopy texture, which I really do not appreciate. Doesn't even taste nice. And the other wing option we got today was sweet mango habanero. I'll give these a quick try. The bar is pretty low after those garlic parm wings, I have to say. It's definitely better than the other one. The sauce actually tastes kind of nice. A little bit of tweaking the method, I think, would go a long way, Domino's, so please fix this because these are not very good. Domino's in the US also has boneless wings. I'm still not exactly sure what counts as a boneless wing versus a nugget, but they're calling these boneless wings. We got two options today, which are the crispy bacon and buffalo chicken. I'll have a quick bite of the crispy bacon. These have been disappointing. I thought Americans did wings better than this, I'm going to be honest. There are two other boneless wings, which are a sweet barbecue bacon and a spicy jalapeno, but we didn't get those today. Domino's in the US also offers a range of sandwiches and pastas. I don't know why, because they all look real bad. I'll work my way down this way, starting with the Italian sandwich, a chicken parm, and once again, a Philly cheesesteak. Although I feel like if you tried to sell this in Philly, they would run you out of town. There are some other sandwiches we didn't get today, including a buffalo chicken, a chicken habanero, a Mediterranean veggie, and a chicken bacon ranch. Then we're on to the pasta options. The ones I have in front of me today are a chicken alfredo and a pasta primavera. I'm going to be honest, after trying all the pizzas, I am not going to try these for the sake of my health. I've heard from Joe that they are all terrible.
I think the pastas at Domino's are an absolute abomination.
And looking at them, I believe him.
All right, it's time for Sauce Talk for an Exchange.
Sauce Talk.
Sauce talk. Thank you.
Garlic and herb dip. This isn't ranch, but it's pretty close. Oh, you have a vegan one. I can taste the difference, but this one's pretty good too. Honey and mustard. I think honey mustard good. Wow, it's actually really good. Like your sauces are good. Tangy salsa. Okay, I think this is where we're about to fall off a cliff here. There's no way you got salsa right. You know what it is? It's like, here's tomato sauce, here's salsa. You're like, you stopped like here. Oh, duh, Frank's. USA, baby, all the way from Jersey. Oh, yep, that's Frank's. I don't know why I did that.
There are 4 sauce options in the US, which we don't have in the UK. And these are a marinara sauce, a blue cheese sauce, ranch dressing, and a sweet mango habanero. I will very quickly give these all a try. It's fine. The marinara sauce is very sweet. Blue cheese dressing. I like a little bit of blue cheese on wings. It can be very overpowering. Oh, no. It's not even that it's like too much blue cheese, it's just like there's some kind of odd flavor in there. It does taste like slightly soured. Of course, we have the ranch. They put this on some of their pizzas directly. And for the real ranch lovers, you can then also dip your crust in it as well. I can't open this because my hands are covered in grease. It's quite tangy. And last but not least, the sweet mango habanero. I quite like this on the wings. I think this is like by far the best and like most well balanced of any of these sauces.
Looks like for desserts, you guys got the cookies. Okay. And what's this last one? Oh God, what the hell is this? What do I even do with it? Do I cut it? Do I just bite right into it? Listen to me. From what I can tell, it's just pizza dough with melted chocolate on it. No effort on this. Yeah, this is weird.
Then the US has some dessert options which we can't find in the UK. Over here we have chocolate lava cake. Okay, no, there is some lava in there, but still very gooey on the inside. Well, not bad. Next up we have some cinnamon bread twists. So I think it's basically just the same dough that they use for the garlic or parmesan bread twists, but instead of topping them with savory things, they top them with cinnamon and then give you some sweet icing for dipping. This is really good. We don't have a lot of like cinnamon roll, Cinnabon type of stuff in the UK, which I think is a travesty because I think it's really tasty. And honestly, yeah, these are pretty good. And then last but by no means least, we have the marbled cookie brownie. I feel like Domino's are like surprisingly good at desserts. That's really not bad. I think overall, I have to say I'm kind of disappointed by the US Domino's menu. I was expecting some good flavors, some good textures, and various bits and bobs, but I really didn't get much of that. Honestly, my main takeaway is that I didn't like most of the menu.
This might be controversial considering how much I hate vegetables, but of all the like the pizzas, already like predetermined ones, I was actually very impressed with the volcano veggie or veggie volcano. That's like really good. That was earlier, was a little more optimistic to be honest, but I was surprised by how much I liked this. So yeah, that was a good one.
This sounds kind of ridiculous to say, but I think if I had to take one menu item from the US and bring it back with me to the UK, I'd probably take the cinnamon bread twists.
Well, if I had to pick one, probably the one that almost made me throw up, that'd be the tuna. So bad. Horrifying. Like I'm glad I know, but that was, I mean, it almost made me throw up.
Of the things on the US menu, I think the one that I would delete permanently if I could would actually be the extravaganza. I kind of said it at the time, but I think it's just far too many toppings. I think Joe agrees with me on this one, so I hope he doesn't push back too hard. But I think the more toppings you add, the kind of worse you end up making a pizza. There was not a square centimeter of cheese on that pizza. It was just toppings, toppings, toppings. Flavors were all over the place. It didn't know what pizza it was trying to be. It was just a disaster, far too much. Dial it back, guys, calm down.
Yeah, the tuna pizza is the worst thing I've ever eaten. That was so bad. That was made that way on purpose.